guys, Miss Nikki here, back with more library Labsters. This one will be on March 23rd. There's a cool little couple things that we're going to try here. The first one is called Disappearing Reflection. So I feel like it's kind of like a magic trick. And I went ahead and I did stuff with the foil because it was going to be really loud. So, say you have a piece of foil, and I don't know if you can see, but you can kind of see the reflection there at my hand. Pretty cool, huh? You can totally see it. It might be a little bit warped or whatever, but it's there. So then you would take your piece of foil and you would crumble it all up into a ball. And then you would unravel it and still, see, we still have the shiny side, like the shinier side. And I don't know if you can tell, but it kind of takes the reflection away. It's like magic. That's there a little bit. But yeah, super cool, huh? Just one of the many things I have found when searching for science experiments. All right, so the other one is called Awesome Eruption, which means I need to put on the goggles. Maybe. Let's see here. Will they stay? Yep. All right. So I did a few of the steps already. We've got the water bottle. There is water in here. It said about a third of the way. I might have a little bit more in there. Not sure. I already put the baking soda in and the food coloring. Now we've got to put a little bit of dish soap in. I think it's just like a few drops. We'll see. That might be good. And then, I put some clay around there to kind of hold the bottle still because it could very easily fall over. So, then we've got vinegar. We're just going to pour it into here and see if we have an awesome eruption. Woo! I think we did, and I didn't even pour all of the stuff in there. So let's see if I can, let's just see. Is it still gonna go more? Nope, it'll just keep going. But we had it, that was pretty sweet. All right guys, thanks. All right guys, so I've got a couple different books here. I'm gonna read this one, but I just thought this one looked cool. It's called Tinfoil Sky by Cindy Sand Eveland. So, you might wanna come check that one out sometime. But I picked Chronicles of Narnia, The Magician's Nephew, because as you can see maybe on the front here, there's like these reflective pools throughout in the book. So, and I thought that was pretty neat to go along with our disappearing reflection. So, I'm just going to read a little bit. This is a story about something that happened long ago when your grandfather was a child. It is a very important story because it shows how all the comings and goings between our own world and the land of Narnia first began. In those days, Mr. Sherlock Holmes was still living in Baker Street, and the Bastables were looking for treasure in the Lewisham Road. In those days, if you were a boy, you had to wear a stiff Eton collar every day. And schools were usually nastier than now, but meals were nicer, and as for sweets, I won't tell you how cheap and good they were, because it would only make your mouth water in vain. And in those days, there lived in London a girl named Polly Plummer. She lived in one of a long row of houses which were all joined together. One morning, she was out in the back garden when a boy scrambled up from the garden next door and put his face over the wall. Polly was very surprised because up until now, there had never been any children in that house, but only Mr. Ketterley and Mrs. Ketterley, Miss Ketterley, a brother and sister. Old bachelor and old maid living together, so she looked up full of curiosity. The face of the strange boy was very grubby. It could hardly have been grubbier if he had first rubbed his hand in the earth, and then had a good cry, and then dried his face with his hands. As a matter of fact, that was very nearly what he had been doing. "Hello," said Polly. "Hello," said the boy. "What's your name?" "Polly," said Polly. "What's yours?" "Diggory," said the boy. "I say, what a funny name," said Polly. "It isn't half as funny as Polly." "Yes, it is." "No, it isn't." "At any rate, I do wash my face," said Polly, "which is what you need to do, especially after," and then she stopped. She had been going to say, "after you've been blubbering," but she thought that wouldn't be polite. All right, I think that was good enough. Hopefully you guys come in and check it out sometime. Thanks.